Hello, I am Stian United on Twitch and on YouTube. Um, I do streaming on YouTube and Twitch, and my name is Stian Gaming on YouTube. So please go there and subscribe and get the thumb up. I'm doing Star Citizen streams and all other games as well, like sim racing, flight sim, shooter, extraction shooter games. Yeah, different kind of games. I've been playing games for many years. I am 50 years old. Um, I've been playing games since I was 10. So I have a long experience of playing games. And then the last years I've been streaming, so I'm enjoying that. I've been really enjoying that. And I like to engage with people and yeah, get to know the people and yeah, help others gamers as well. And this is why I'm using this, making this video to. This is about Star Citizen, and I've been playing Star Citizen. I had the game for almost 7 years now, and I've been playing it. The last 3 years, I've been playing it more and more because it's been it's been updated and more you can more do in the game and so on. But so that's my background. I have a long background with playing games, playing Daisy as well. Yeah, many games, and I like this kind of game as well. But the thing is, the reason I'm making this video is that I want to get more focus um, on this game and yeah, give Sig a feedback as well. I think that's good for them. Not just critics, also positives, and be as honest that I can be. Because I don't want to be BS. I don't want to be like hammering down and oh they're doing everything wrong and blah blah blah. They're not doing everything wrong because the game looks amazing. It's really good. The amount of space we have, amount of planets, what you can do in the game now, missions, and now we have crafting as well. Been implemented the new patch 4.8, 0.48. So we're not even halfway to the 1.0 release. But I'm not focused. I don't have focusing on the release. That's gonna come way down in the line. Maybe in 2 years, maybe longer. We don't know. Maybe 1 year. I don't know. But the thing is, 4.7 was it 4.7.2 or 4.7.1 patch did work pretty well. There were some struggles with the hangars and elevators as well, but before the 4.8 patch, the game worked pretty well. You could do missions and everything like that. And when they this is my issue with it. When they implemented patch 4.8, and it was in the Evo first and PTU, and I think it was going through wave 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they should be able to test it very good. There's many players that are playing I did play the PTU as well, the 4.8, and I tried it, and it wasn't great. And so you think that when they have the Evo and the PTU, they are testing, they're going through wave from 1 to 5. You expect that so many testing before it's going to the live, it should be going through, and they should like being detecting the issues with the game, because there's so many players that are playing the test, like the test servers. We can call it the test servers. Evil is a test thing. We can't stream it. It's closed. And PTU is a test before they implement it into the live, the main game. And the issue for me is why have they implemented this 4.8 patch in the game when they knew there were so many issues with the patch? I will explain. I haven't. I have some stream video. I did put up some videos on my short videos on my YouTube as well with the issues. It's mind-boggling, and at the same time, we're talking about just the testing for the 4.8 to they can get ready for put it in the live, and then we can talk about citizen. Sorry, the defense gun that has been now from May 14 to 27. Even though they decided to wipe the game, clean slate. And I'm not a big player. I'm not a player that has spent a lot of thousands of dollars in this game. Yeah, I've spent something, some hundred dollars. I bought stuff. I bought paint. I bought ships, but not in that big amounts that many others has. And my question is, how can you do a wipe when you're implementing a patch that is not 100% correct or functionally? It's not function 100%. They know there were issues there, but they wanted to push it through anyway because they wanted their defense gun, and yeah. And the wipe. I will tell you more about the wipe. For those that hasn't got a lot of ships bought in the game, a wipe is like, it's like destroying your whole game. When you have like me, I had a lot of millions and like build up many ships. A wipe then is like, fuck, I have to start all over. And we're talking about grinding for months and months and months. And if you don't have the money to spend on all those ships, those big ships, to have be able to move cargo and etc. Because you need big ships. You need big ships for doing salvage, mining, and so on. And to have other vehicles, move other vehicles in the ships. If you want to do mining, vertical mining, You have to have big ships so you can transport your rock, your gray cat rock in there, and containers and so on. So wipe at the same time when they launch a patch that is not functional, and like SIG, they have to think, if they have free rental ships for 14 days and it's wipe and it's even free to play. They didn't implement that in the first week, I think. But up here, think about it. Okay, we what you have to think is like, this is going to go wild. We are getting so many new players to test this game, and it's going to be a massive pressure. So we need to make sure this patch works. And with the servers, our servers needs to be top notch. I can handle thousands of players. And even though the server should be even build for more than the players you think it's coming in this 14 days, you know? And that's what happened. There were so many players, especially in the evening for me. I mean, from Norway, in the evening for me, when the rest of the world is coming on, like the Americans and all that. I'm not talking about talking down the Americans, nothing like that. It's just that more players are coming on in the game, on the servers. And it's so frustrating that in the first day, everything was working pretty well. I could rent ship. Drake, I went the Drake, rent some ship. The second day, it stopped working. I couldn't rent any ships. And I sent this in as well in the SIG. I sent it in on the console, issue console. I put it in there, and there was many others had the same problem as I did. And that's good to get that acknowledged, and maybe they will do something about it. I waited almost the first week before I can even play again, because I couldn't rent any ships. That was a big problem. There was some massive problem with players on the servers, got kicked off the game several times, server crashes so many times. And when they fixed the problem, when I can, after a week, maybe it was more than a week. I think I just could play like for last 3 days or something, 3 or 4 days. And then I rented all the ships, but when I tried to do missions, have so many problems with combat missions, mercenary missions. Some of them you couldn't do because the quantum didn't work, the map routing didn't work at all. You need to go in and out, try the Alt F4, go in again. It didn't work. I needed to restart the game. And this patch as well make me restart my PC so many times, and I never done that before. Never in this game. Never. And by the way, I can give you my specs on my PC. It's an AM5 build, Corsair, full Corsair. You see it on the second camera there. That's why I'm having that now. It's a 4070 Ti. It's 32 RAM. I should have 64, I know, but this is 6200 megahertz. Very fast RAM. It's a massive power supply, over 1000 watts. It's a massive main board. like a Asus X870, I think it is, and a 9950 X3D AMD processor. So the issue is not on my side, that's for sure, because this PC can run any game smooth as butter, no issue at all. I have sim racing, I have flight simulator, no issues at all, no lags, nothing. Even though Flight Simulator 24 has had massive problems as well. They are also been really bad, but I think they have fixed a lot of issues within 2026. Flight Simulator 24, 2 years very soon. So they have fixed a lot, and the game is pretty good, or the sim is pretty good now. Still need some improvements, but back to Star Citizen. But this is the thing. I couldn't do combat missions. Couldn't finish them. Some of them I could. Done some hand mining. And that worked pretty well. The game looks insane. It's but the sound is a bit off here and there. But the quantum travel, the routing, the map routing is terrible. It's so bad and it's so frustrating. And after that, after the next day, I tried to do hauling, the hauler interstellar, delivering pyro. Oh my god, what the hell! You couldn't deliver any cargo on these elevators, those old elevators. No chance. And I tried to log out, Alt F4, I tried to log in again, and I tried everything, and the game crashed, and I tried to get in again, and oh my god. And I gave up. I just literally gave up. So, and I played against yesterday, and it's unplayable. You can do. I don't get any those missions, because those missions were good. There were 370s, 360k, 470k, 76k, 510k. So good money, good value, you know. But that doesn't. What does that help when you can't even finish the mission and get paid? You know. So frustrating, and the problem is when this is a mission that should take you maybe 30-40 minutes. You know how much time I used on that in the pyro? I think that was the 510 contract or something. 3 hours, 3 fucking hours. I tried to do this mission, to finish it up, and I just gave up. I gave up. 3 fucking hours. I didn't get nothing. And this is why I'm losing my patience. I'm fucking losing my mind. I'm losing my patience with this game. And the more annoying is that when I'm hearing about this, they're making a ship for $5,000. What the fuck are you doing? Like, what like, you building a great game that looks really good but doesn't function well. It has many problems, and your focus is to make ships to sell for ridiculous prices. That is your main focus. No other devs does this. No other devs. Trust me. I've been playing so many beta test games. I was testing ABI. I've been testing Out of War. I've been testing so many games, and I've never experienced such massive problems and a long project as well. 14 fucking years. And Sig, the Star Citizen has reached 1 billion as well. Like, what have they built for 1 billion? I know, like Rockstar Games and all those big titles, they are like 2-3 billions, maybe more. We know that it's expensive to build really, really, really high level games, multiplayer games. 100% with the local servers and everything. It's very, very expensive. But hear me out. I am worried about focus, what SIG has, what is their focus? Because I'm not alone. I've seen many videos out there on YouTube, everywhere, Twitch, TikTok, complaining. They are not satisfied, and we have a reason. We have a reason to give critiques because the game is not functional. It's not. I don't acquire a 100% polished game. Don't misunderstand me. I am not saying that. I agree we can have some bugs here and there, and no problem. We can fix it, but not the main, not the main thing. You have to fix the main bugs that prevents you to play and progress in the game. That's what we're talking about. Doing missions, get that money in, get paid, and get those elevators to work, Make the fucking servers be online, not being kicked off the game hour after hour. Those main issues is big, big, big bugs. Is big, big, big issues. And now they're going out, where the Ironclad has been disaster. I've tested it. The modules is fucking flying off when you're trying to quantum drive, and you fucking get suffocated in the elevator with the helmet on. It's there's endless of issues, and the red alarm is going off here and there, and it's it can disappear, and it's wild how many issues it is with this Ironclad, and this is they're working on that now. They're focusing on the ships. Come on, your main focus is on your ships because you're selling them, because you didn't test them good. You didn't do a good enough test before you fucking sell them. $600 fucking $650 for a ship, and you sold it, and it's not fucking 100% working. What is that? If you sell a product, it has to be flawless. It has to be 100%. And if you don't have it 100%, you can't sell it. It's simple as that. And why are you pushing so hard for ships? I know you need money, but hear me out. Your focus is wrong, because you're going to go straight down in the mud if you don't change your focus. All the games that has gone straight to hell, or Concord and many others, This is why they didn't have the right focus. Focus on the game, make it functional to work so we can play it, so we can have progress, so we can experience. I don't mind if you have a little bit bugs with like travel route or like we have to go in and out. That's no problem. We can manage. We can go around these bugs. We can if we need to like go in and out in the fleet manager. That's no problem. Those minor bugs, it's not a big deal. But when you're getting fucking thrown out the game, the servers is lagging, the game is crashing, you can't do missions, you can't do anything, then you're losing interest in the game. And you are not, SIG is not selling new copies, of the game. You should have focusing on getting the game to work properly, because then more players will buy the game, because it's a great game when it works, when everything works. It's a really, really good game. It's the best game, space game out there. There's nobody is doing this, but you have to have focusing on finishing your project in the game, and don't implement new patches before you have tested it in the fucking live. Pull the game down for 1 day or 2 days from PTU, put it in the live server and test it in the live server for 1 or 2 days before we get the access to it, or get the access down. Or not that many players, maybe 100 players, maybe 200 players, maybe 1,000 players, maybe test for the first hour in the first day. This is just an example. Test, like that's ABI. They did this. They did, the first day was like 100 players, and they went up 200 players, 300 players, and up to 500, and they go up on 1,000 and more. And they can monitoring what was happening when we get more and more players in the game on the servers. Do this before you like give all the players access, because this is not a finished game. We know that. And I think if you show the players that you're doing that, and when it's ready and it's flawless, it's no problems, you will get a lot of praise for that. Instead of just throwing stuff in and the game is down for days and weeks and can't play it. It's many issues, and you have to solve the issues. You get a lot of pressure on yourself because there are very many frustrated players, angry players. They're making YouTube videos. You're getting bad commercial, You have to use your brain. When you're making a game like this, make it functional before you give all the players access to it. And don't do like, I think the updates is coming too fast. I think the patches are too fast, because we want new content, we want new missions, we want new planets in the game, we want new stuff. Of course, every gamer wants that, every streamer wants that, we love that. But we don't want a patch like this for 8, a disaster. It doesn't work, we can't play it, we can't finish missions, and the game is crashing, the servers are shit. We don't want that. So in my opinion, it would be better to wait longer, maybe 2 or 3 weeks more, or even a month more, so you can get the patch ready and smoothly just go through it maybe the 5th time, make sure that it works in Evo, works in the PTU, Wave 5, and then implement into the live server. First test 100, 2, 3, 4, 5,000, and so on. And then see, is it working like we expected? Is everything good? Make the players then test the elevators, test the ships, test the missions, everything. Like, to make sure it's working. That is what you should do. You will get less frustrated players, you will get more happy players, you will get more players to buy the game, so you don't need to fucking make new ships for $650 and $5,000, because that is insane. No other game developer does this. This is like, when the game is not working, when the ship is not working, it's fraud. It's fraud. You're delivering a product that is not working. You're taking money up front for a product that is not fucking working. That is fraud. You know how serious that is? You can't do that. You can't simply not do that. That is against the law. Everything you buy, should you pay for it, then you should get it, and it should be working. Like every product you buy in the shop or everything, or a fridge or a computer or everything. When you buy it, it should be working. I mean, if it's not working, you should send it back. It's the same thing. That's why you cannot sell ships up front. That's insane. And it's going to take years, and it's not going to work. So, like I said, SIG has done a great job in many aspects of this game. It looks insane, and when it works, when it's when you can play it, it's a fantastic game. And I don't want to see it going down the drain, because we've seen those other, like, look at Call of Duty, you know, Activision. Oh my God, you can see those guys. What have they done the last years? They destroyed their game. They destroyed it. They don't know what they're doing. And I don't want to see Star Citizen going in the same fucking path. That's why I'm making this video as well. I want this game to have success, but you have to start listening to us, that we are playing the game. You have to start listening to like Salty Mike and Kaboots and all this. We are playing the game so many hours. We're putting in sweat and tears, hundreds, thousands of hours in this game. And I want to stream it. I want to stream it often as I can, but I cannot fucking stream the game when it's crashing all the time. I can't finish missions. I can't do anything. That is not good content on my channel. That's a disaster. But I want to play the game because I love it. When it works, it's so good. And I hope also you can implement some communications so we can talk to each other. It's a multiplayer game. We should be able to use in-game chat, audio chat, proximity, all those stuff. And I think you're going to do that, but we need it now. We need it like 6 months ago. And that's what I want you to do. Focus on the game, the gameplay, the game functionality, the gameplay. Because if you don't have that in order, if that doesn't work, our experience of the game is shit. It's totally shit. I would rather play a game that actually works, and I don't have those issues. you know. So this is not to hammer down Sig or being an idiot or being. I want to give honest opinion and constructive opinions, and I think I gave in this video, and I'm not playing the game now. I am not playing the game now. I was so fed up yesterday, and I just had to, for my for my mental health, for my health. I have to play other games. I will play Forza Horizon 6 because that I have fun there. I'm not getting frustrated. This game is I have a lot of patience. I have a lot of patience, but when it comes to this, it's happening and it's getting worse. It's not the game is not getting better and more. Like, I've never been in 100 in queue in this game. That's a long time. I haven't never experienced that. But yesterday and after that, I was 100 in queue. That tells you there's so many new players that wants to play this game. I have met so many new players in the game as well. So you need to wake up. Sig, you need to wake up. Fix the game first. Stop selling ships. Fix the goddamn game and make it work flawless. With some minor bugs here and there, or some lag here and there, no problem. When we're going into Counter Drive, it doesn't look good. It's a little bit laggy here and there, and some places, no problem with that. If the game runs and doesn't crash, we can deal with that. But fix the main big problems, and then you fix the big problems. Then you go to minor problems and make them run. They don't need to run 100% smooth, but make it work. Make it work. That's all I'm asking for. Sorry. That's all I'm asking for. I know you can't make it flawless because it's not finished game. And we know Maelstrom is soon coming as well. There's so many stuff that has to be implemented into the game. And we know that. I'm aware of that. I've been here for almost 7 years. 7 fucking years. And many other players has been from the start as well. We know this. We're not stupid. I've been playing games my whole life. I have so much experience of this. So, but like, you have to make it work. If we're going to get more players into this game and keep the players playing it, that's also very important. If you fix the game, the players will be here. They will not leave. They will play your game. But if you mess it up, like focusing on selling ridiculous expensive ships, that is not going to attract new players. And the thing is, I heard they're going to say, oh, they were not going to sell expensive ships in the future when the game releases. What? Of course you're going to do it. It's big money. It's big, big money. Who is going to say no to that? You must be the biggest moron on this planet. If you say, no, we're not going to make big ships and sell for thousands of dollars. That's the problem. Because you're starting to do this, and the end of the line, this problem will just grow because new players can't afford to pay those ridiculous prices for ships. Fucking hell. New players can't even afford a fucking PC. The hardware is so expensive today. They can't even afford to buy a PC or build a PC. I am a builder. I build PCs. I have my own company starting now to build my own PCs for others and for sale. I know the prices. I know what I'm talking about. So like selling, making ships instead of focusing on the game. And if you want a player base into this game in the future, you need to start listening and you need to start changing stuff, because the players will not be here if this is going to continue. And it's not fair as well, because people that have a lot of money, there's people in here, big streamers in this game that earns a lot of money, and they don't care. They can just go and buy the best ships. They can write it off on their companies and everything else. Um, I don't have that. I don't want to use that ridiculous money. I will never use such a money on a ship in a game. What the hell? I would rather buy a car that I need. It's ridiculous prices. It's just it's not right. It's not fair. And if you get the player base split, that like you have player base here, new beginners, and you have the over here that can't even buy any ships as well. Maybe a cheap ship that you can't even use for anything in the game. It's just cool and looks cool, but the functionality is not great. You need to be like up here, and then you have to spend like hundreds and thousands of dollars. And many gamers doesn't have that. Like I said, they can't afford a PC. Like you see the consoles now, gaming consoles. New PlayStation 5 is 10,000 Norwegian kroner. Like over $1,000. So you have to think about the players. If you want more players to buy the game, stay in the game, and keep them in the future. And you can sell paints, you can sell skills, you can sell all those stuff. I have no problems with that. Or cheap ships. Get the price down, because you're gonna sell more. Get the price down. It's better to have lower prices, and you will sell more, and you will almost earn the same money. But keep the ships available for the players, not just on the highest earners or the millionaires. That is not fair. That is not fair, because you're splitting the player base. You're making an issue that you don't want to have in your game. Although my experience is that people have bought a lot of ships. There are some of them has been good friendly friends and helped us, but you can't say that to all, you know. So that you cannot go on that base. You as a dev, you have to make the game and ships and everything available for a normal average gamer. And a normal average gamer can't fucking afford to buy a ship for $650 or $5,000. That's just nuts. That's not normal. That's not normal on this planet. I don't know what you're thinking. It's very unfair, and yeah, it's not good. It's not good at all. So hopefully you will see this video, and hopefully something you will change, big change, and you have to listen, because there's so many players that are annoying now and angry and frustrated. You cannot just support the big streamers that are, oh, we don't have any issues. Oh, I have a rig for like $20,000-$30,000. You know, everybody. There's very few in this world that can have such equipment and to play the game. with like ridiculous PCs and dual PCs and everything, and they have Verpil joysticks, they have fucking pedals, everything. Not every average gamer can afford to have that, and that's why I'm saying that it should be available for everybody. And you can play the game with keyboard, but it's not a space game experience. Come on, you don't want to play keyboard in this game, man, and mouse and keyboard. It's terrible. It's terrible. You can't do combat missions with that. I tried it. It's terrible. You need to have joysticks. If you use joysticks, it's another level. Another level. I bought this. I could afford that. I just have one. I need on the right as well. It is more expensive, but hell, it's between night and day to have good joysticks. You don't need to have Whirlpools. No, 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 no. VKB is good enough. It's very good quality. And I have this old one here. I don't know if you can see it. It's an X52 on the right. It's so bad. The sensors are bad, and the movement is so big. You know, we're like that. I'm just driving ships. You can't have this. You know, you have to have like this. You know, to be able to maneuver, because those combat missions are intense, very intense. So I recommend get yourself VKBs, save up money for that, because you buy one or two of those. You can buy parts for this. You can change every button, everything, handle, grip, everything, and you have a joystick for 10 years, maybe more. And they're very good. They get software update. You can adjust. It's a great software, hardware update as well. It's insane. So I recommend if you want good experience in Star Citizen, if they fix the game, that is the way to go, because you're gonna get night and day experience. It's insane. You can fly much more precise. You can be much more aggressive in your flying into the against. If you have somebody on your ass, it's trying to shoot you before you want to go into your hangar, you can do that very quickly. Get down to the ground as well quickly. If turrets are shooting against you, you can maneuver very quickly. You have full control, and you can't do that with a keyboard and mouse. Trust me, you cannot. Yes, and you will have much more fun as well. Much more fun with good joysticks. Stop drinking, stop smoking, save money for VKBs, and stop eating junk food. and buy VKBs, because that is going to make your life much better. If they fix the game, if SIG wants to fix this game, it could be very good. So I want to praise SIG. They have done a lot the last 3-4 years. It's been a lot of changes, improvements, but the approach when they want to implement patches and updates and hot fixes and bugs and that has been terrible, in my opinion. They have been terrible. So they were doing things has to be improved massively, and the prices has to come down. The prices for ships has to come down, because it's ridiculous high. Because do you only want millionaires or big streamers to play this game, or do you want average players to be able to play the game as well? And that could be like between maybe 2,000 players or 10,000 or 15,000 or 20, 30, 50, 60, 100,000, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, and so on. I think I explained pretty much everything in this video now. So I'm not going to go on any further. But Sig, please listen. Please listen. And please do these changes. And you will earn much more money. You will have a better day at your job. You have less concern. You have less stress. And everyone is going to be happy. And we will have great experience. And you will sell this game like fucking butter. Trust me. Okay, guys? See you next one. Have a great Friday. I'm going to stream later today, so take care, and hopefully this video will be good.